Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts collection overview video. Thank you for tuning in. It's always good to see you. Today, for a filler video, I thought I would go through some of my autographed DVDs and Blu-rays. These are not all of my DVDs and Blu-rays, but it's probably a pretty good chunk, a majority of them I would say, that are signed. This will get me through a video anyway, and I'm joined by the ladies today. So let's just get into it here. Get yourself comfortable, get a beverage, get a snack, kick your feet up, and let's check out some of these signed movies. So I'm just pulling from piles. There's no real rhyme or reason or order to any of these, just pulling. So the first one here is called The Love Witch. This is a movie directed by Anna Biller. She's a great director. She does a lot of like sexploitation stuff. And this one was signed up by quite a few people. This was gifted to me from a friend in California, Tanner Ross. He sent this to me a few years ago already. The movie came out in 2016. It's all region. The packaging on this Blu-ray is not the greatest, I would say, but just the fact that it has all these signatures is really nice. But it comes in this kind of it's a very loose, kind of a digipack style packaging, and so it collapses pretty easy. But I really like the way it looks, and she's gorgeous. The next one is from my good friend, Jeff Wedding. He directed this movie, and he also directed these two movies. But we'll get into the Tennessee Gothic movie first. I helped to crowdfund this movie, and he gave me a copy here with a bunch of people. There's Jeff's signature right there. Katie Groshong is also in the movie. She signed it, and Eric Stanza is down there too, and some other people that took part in the movie. This is a really cool movie. I was glad to be part of this project, and I was very proud of Jeff for this movie. And he also directed A Measure of the Sin and Blind. Now this one is not signed, but I wanted to kind of throw it in to give you guys an idea of some of the stuff that Jeff does. He gave me number 1 out of 200. That's the kind of guy Jeff is. He takes care of old walnuts, and I really appreciate Jeff's friendship. And I also have another one here. I got number 60. I will probably give this one away. You know what? If I ever do hit 10,000, which I'm about 200 subscribers away from 10,000, maybe I'll add this one to a contest prize package, and you'll get number 60 out of 200, and you get 2 of Jeff's movies. So just moving along here, I have I have Found on Blu-ray, and Scott Spiegel, I believe. Let me see here. No, Scott Shermer. I don't know why I said Scott Spiegel, but he signed this movie, Found. And then Headless. These two movies kind of go hand in hand. These movies are kind of connected. If you watch them, you'll know what I mean. And this one was signed up by Shane Beasley, who was one of the actors in the movie, one of the main actors, and some others that signed it as well. Found and Headless. This is another one of Jeff Wedding's movies. This is the single release of Blind. It's the same movie that was on this twin pack here. And this one he did sign for me. Really, really nice. The next one was signed by filmmaker Todd Sheets, Linnea Quigley, and others. This is a werewolf movie directed by the great Todd Sheets. I really enjoy his stuff. There's Linnea. Like I said in one of my previous videos, every movie that I own has Linnea Quigley and Peter Cushing in it. But this is a fun movie. I recommend Bone Hill Road. It's got a bunch of different SIGs on there. The next one's called The Alien Dead. This was limited to 1,000 copies, and it was signed by the director Fred Olen Ray. This is also a very good movie. This one also has a bonus feature, a second movie on here called The Brain Leeches. I'm trying to see what year this one came out. I think it was... Let me see here. The Brain Leeches came out in 1978. The Alien Dead came out in 1980. The next one is Evil Tunes, the 25th Silver Anniversary Edition. This one was also signed by Fred Olen Ray. It was also limited to 1,000, I believe. And this one came out in 1992. These are pressed. These are not Blu-ray recordings. BDRs, these are the real legit deal. This one's called Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Special signed edition. This one was also signed by Fred Olen Ray. Gunnar Hansen is also in this movie. I wish he could have signed this. I don't see a year for this one. Here's another copy of Tennessee Gothic from Jeff Wedding that's all signed up. So I have two of these, and I will probably give one of these away when I reach 10,000 subscribers. So I'll put that in the giveaway pile. But it's really nice to have two of those. The next movie is called Biohazard, special signed edition. Fred Olen Ray again. This one came out in 1983. The creature feature, kind of a sci-fi horror movie, creature in a rubber suit. Fun stuff. The next one here is called Frankenstein Created Bikers, and this one is all signed up. I got in on the crowdfunding for this. I got number 277 out of 1,000. It starred Jeff Bryant, and that's where he signed his up at the top. He signed his name up there. There's a lot of signatures on here. It also came with a couple of cards, like trading cards style from characters from the movie. You got Ray Ray and Jimmy Brad, and you got the Blu-ray and a DVD combo, and it also has a reversible cover. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really an autograph seeker. I don't go out of my way to get these. All of these editions here, for the most part, I was either a crowdfunder or I just luckily stumbled across it. There are a few autographs in my collection that I really love. Like I have a Clint Eastwood signature. I have a Wes Craven and Robert Englund autograph. I have a couple of Sid Haig autographs that mean a lot to me. I have a James Cagney autograph, and I have the Ink Spots autograph. But for the most part, I don't really seek autographs. It looks like I do, but I really don't. The next one here is called The Alien Factor. Another kind of a sci-fi horror with a monster in a rubber suit. This one was signed by George Stover. That's really cool. There's George right there. I think he's a great B movie star in his own way. He's good people. The next one's called When Blackbirds Fly. And this is a movie that was directed by Screamer Claus, Jimmy Screamer Claus, and he signed it to me. Let's see if I can read that. To Todd. Hold on a second. I gotta get rid of that glare. It says, to Todd, sometimes shitting is hard. Keep trying. Love, Screamer Claus. This is number 34 out of 100. I also have a signed VHS from that movie that he sent me. The next one's called Die, You Zombie Bastards. This one is signed up. To Todd. I can't read that. Peaches? I forgot what it said, but it looks like it's to Toddy Peanuts. That's what it was. Okay, I get it. Toddy Peanuts instead of Toddy Walnuts. This one was signed by Caleb Emerson and Hag DeMargian. This is number 92 out of 200. Another Todd Sheets movie, House of Forbidden Secrets. And for some reason, my man Todd signed it inside on the case, which was kind of weird, but I like it still. House of Forbidden Secrets. All right, the next one here is called Robot Ninja. This is a pretty good movie. I really had fun with this one. This one was signed by writer, producer, director J.R. Bookwalter. I recommend this movie. Check it out if you guys like silly, campy, over-the-top kind of... It's definitely a B movie. It's a little bit of everything. You got action, you got horror, you got sci-fi, all wrapped into one. Next one is called Skinned Alive. And this one was signed by John Killow and J.R. Bookwalter. So John Killow was the writer-director and Bookwalter was the producer. And the movie came out in 1990. It's a comedy horror. These next three are really good. It's good little kind of slashers. These are kind of hidden gems. Not many people talk about these, but this is the Malevolence trilogy. So we have Malevolence Part 1. It's the Blu-ray DVD combo. And we have Malevolence 2, Bereavement. I have these both on DVD. And let me see here. Part 3 is Malevolence 3. And they're all signed by the director, Stephen Mina. You can see there, he signed them in gold Sharpie. And if you guys have never seen these movies, check them out. They're pretty fun. These are good slasher movies. The next one is a Spanish horror movie called When Your Flesh Screams. I believe this one is in Spanish language. It's filmed by Guillermo Martinez, and it does have English subs. This one is not signed, but it is number 23 out of 100. This is a pretty good movie. I like watching these obscure, little-known movies. And this is a nice little edition here. And if you guys are interested, this was the website that I picked it up from. It's called leglesscorpse.com, independent horror entertainment. Now, it's been a long time since I've been here. I don't even know if they're still in existence, but you can check it out. President Eli Roth, the Crypt app. I don't know if Eli Roth really has anything to do with this. I'm not sure. I don't know if he runs the website or has a part of it or something, but this was a long time ago. I bought this probably, let's say maybe 7 years ago or so. The movie came out in 2015. It was probably about 7 years ago I got it. The next one is Don't Go to the Reunion. This is another release from my fellow Wisconsinite, Kevin Summerfield from Slasher Studios. I got number 21 out of 200. I thought this was signed, but it's not. I must have just thrown it in the pile because it was these little hand-numbered limited edition. I really like those. So there is slasherstudios.com. You can check that out. This is another good movie. And he also threw me in a bonus movie called Teddy. That let me see here. Hold on a second. Teddy Popularity Killer. That was another movie that he had something to do with. I think he produced it. And there's the disc. And then here's his business card. You can go check him out at slasherstudios.com. I'm sure he has something there that you will like. I put this in a red case, though, by the way. It comes in a regular blue case, but for me, that kind of pops. I like that. So I switched it out. Next one is another J.R. Bookwalter movie. This is called The Dead Next Door, the Ultimate Edition. I have this movie many times. There's a really nice 88 Films Blu-ray release of this with a slipcover, but this is a beautiful edition. This was not signed, but it is number 201. You can see some of the practical effects, rubber suits and the fake blood. So this is a Blu-ray DVD combo, and the third disc is the CD soundtrack for the movie, and it also came with some other stuff. There's a patch that you can put on a jean jacket or something. In the movie there was the Zombie Squad, and they had, let's see if you can see it on there. They were wearing the zombie patch on their shoulders, I believe. They were wearing like blue uniforms, like kind of those mechanic type overall type. What is this here? This is the soundtrack right there. There is the Blu-ray, and there's the DVD, and it also comes with the little booklet. Oh, it is signed. It's signed on the inside. That's why. Okay. So I gotta flip that, but J.R. Bookwalter did sign that one. The Dead Next Door. This is a fun movie too. If you haven't seen this, check it out. This one I'm really proud of. I'm glad to have this one in my collection. This one is signed by the great Barbara Steele, Queen of Horror. This is Nightmare Castle. Barbara Steele signed it right there. It kind of wraps around a little bit. Really love Barbara Steele. She's been doing movies for many years. I'm pretty sure that she's retired by now, but this movie came out in 1965. Music by Ennio Morricone. Very, very glad to have Barbara Steele's signature on that. I have a couple movies here from Severin. And these are signed by Claudio Fragasso, I believe. The Other Hell, this is called. Let me double check that. Yes, screenplay by Claudio Fragasso. He signed this right there in gold Sharpie. And I have Zombie 4, also signed by Claudio Fragasso. This is limited to 3,000. I don't see Claudio's name. I think that's Claudio Fragasso. Let's kind of put them side by side. Oh, right there at the top, it says a film by Claudio Fragasso. I think he was going by a pseudonym, and that's what it was. Now it's all coming back to me. See where it says directed by Clyde Anderson? That was a pseudonym for Claudio Fragasso. That's a fake name that he was using. So, and this one is also signed by Claudio Fragasso. Zombie 3. This time it says it was directed by Fulci, but Fragasso had the story and screenplay credit. He signed it there in gold Sharpie. The next one is called Shocking Dark, and this also was signed by Claudio Fragasso. And I think this is another case. It says story and screenplay by Clyde Anderson again, but they spelled it a little bit differently there. But if you remember, just a couple movies back, he was going by Clyde Anderson as the director. Now he's going by Clyde Anderson as the story and screenplay, but it's the same guy. It's Claudio Fragasso. The next one is called Saint Bernard, a movie by Gabe Bartalos, and I believe Gabe signed it here in the back. I guess you can call it a signature. It looks like his initials, but and this one was signed by Sheldon Reenan, The Killing of America, a brutal study of violence in the USA. And there you can see Sheldon Reenan's name. This movie came out in 1981. It's a documentary, not a movie, but you can see on the back some of the clips that are covered. Ted Bundy. Is it the Nixon fiasco? And then you got Manson and some violence. And the next one is called Drive-In Massacre. This one was Stu Seagal, right? Right there, produced and directed by Stu Seagal, and he wrote on there action, and then he put Stu Seagal on there. This is a pretty good movie. It's a gritty late 70s grindhouse type movie. They're calling it up here the sleazy 70s slasher classic, and it's all that, what they just said. You can also watch this with an audio commentary with the director, Stu Seagal. Seagal, I'm not sure where you put the emphasis on that last name, but the movie came out in 1976. Mario Baino's Dark Waters. He signed it right up here in silver Sharpie. This is a pretty good movie. Sci-fi horror movie with an underwater creature. They don't really show enough of the creature in the movie, if you ask me, but it's a low-budget movie. It was very effective, though. It was very creepy. There was a lot of dark foreboding and just kind of like dreadful scenery where you just kind of felt it was just dreary. It was very well done. This one is called Combat Shock, Buddy Giovinazzo, and he signed it here on the back. Buddy Giovinazzo, I got number 1426 out of 2000. Buddy Giovinazzo, hey, I'm making a movie over here. The next one is a double feature, Frederick Friedel double feature. You get Axe and Kidnapped Co-Ed, plus you do get a third bonus feature called Bloody Brothers. And this one is signed by Frederick Friedel, if you can see that. Yeah, I mean, it's barely a signature, but I guess it'll have to do, right? I don't know. If you're going to sign something, be proud. I mean, make it look nice. Okay, now we're going to get into a few DVDs here. The first one is Subspecies 2 Bloodstone, Ted Nicolau film. And this one was signed by Ted Nicolau. And I believe that was, is that Charles Band? I believe it might be Charles Band. It's double signed. Number 65 out of 250. The next one's called Trancers, starring Tim Thomerson. He signed it on the back. Also, I believe that's Charles Band again and Tim Thomerson. I got number 19 out of 250. Next one's called Intruder. This one's signed by Charles Band. I got number 47 out of 250. It's a pretty good movie. I recommend this one. Too bad I couldn't have got Bruce Campbell or Sam Raimi to sign it. That would have been awesome. Puppet Master, the original. First one. Signed by Charles Band. I got number 10 out of 250. I really love this cover. Don't really care much for the Puppet Master movies. I mean, they're okay. The first maybe two are pretty good. The rest of them are eh. Then I have a little set here called Jacko and Friends. This is the Steve Latshaw collection. You get Dark Universe, Biohazard 2, and Jacko on DVD. And it's signed by Stephen Latshaw there on the back. 3 movies on 2 discs. I have a movie here called Pig. It's a film by Nico B. and Roz Williams. I got it signed by Nico B. from Cult Epics. And he sent me a special number. He put that tag on there at the top. It's a special number. And he gave me 1666 out of 2000. Next one is called Sloppy the Psychotic. And Mike O'Mahony directed this movie. And he signed it, Todd, I'll see you in hell. Love. Mike O'Mahony. He played Sloppy in his own movie, so he directed it and starred in it. There he is right there. The next one is another Jeff Wedding movie. This is A Measure of the Sin. This is the DVD version. Jeff signed it right there. Now look at this. That is a beautiful penmanship handwriting. That's a beautiful signature right there. That's one you can be proud of. You can clearly see that says Jeff Wedding. I appreciate somebody who takes the time to have a little pride in their work. Another great movie too. This is really creepy. I think, is Katie in this one too? Katie Groshong? Let me see. Yeah, she is right there. She's a great actress. She's really fun. She's in a couple of Jeff's productions. I think they're business partners. This one is called Chainsaw Cheerleaders. I don't think this one is hand signed, but it is hand numbered. That's why I threw it in the pile, I guess. 350 out of 450. Well, we're getting to the end here, guys. This one's called IBS. Yes, they made a movie called about irritable bowel syndrome. This is another Mike O'Mahony movie. And he wrote on there, Todd, I almost shot you in the dick. Mike O'Mahony. I put this one in a red case. Comes with a little card there. And it looks like we have a couple left, 2 more for this video, and then I'm going to end it. This one is Jessica Rabbit, starring Elska McCain. She was gorgeous at one time. I'm not really sure whatever happened to her. I don't even want to get into it. But so Elska signed it right there, and also it was signed by one of the other young ladies in the movie, who was Sissany Olivar. And Trent Haga is in the movie too. He was, I believe Trent Haga is married to, oh, let me get this right. It's not Debbie Rochon. I'm going to have to pause it. It's going to drive me nuts. I shouldn't even have brought it up. I can picture her, little brunette, curly brunette, very shapely. And the last one for this video, Tiffany Shepis. Her name is Tiffany Shepis. I'm glad I didn't have to look that up. Abbey of Thelema. This is a movie about Aleister Crowley. He was an occultist in Great Britain in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. It says 93 Todd, enjoy, 93, 93, 93. I'm not an occultist. I'm not into any of that stuff. So I'm not very religious. I don't really talk politics on my channel. I don't get into like religion, you know. I just keep an open mind, and I like to read or watch documentaries. So when I watch stuff like this, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm an occultist. And when you put 93, 93, 93 on there, it means nothing to me. It's just, you know, kind of shtick, I guess, from the genre. But you know, I watch a lot of horror movies. I'm not a Satanist or anything like that. So that will do it, I guess, for this video. I went through it a little bit quicker than I anticipated, but I hope you guys enjoyed the signed editions, and this is just a little filler video for the channel. I still have yet to record some videos for the Disney Blu-ray collection, and it's going to be probably another couple, 2 or 3 weeks before I do an update video on my new purchases. I have a couple of pretty cool things coming in the mail right now, though. I have something signed. Speaking of autographs, I have a well, I'm just going to say it. It's a holy grail item. It's somebody who I've wanted their autograph for a while, and it's becoming more and more pricey. This person is still alive, and it's a he, is a legend in the film industry, and it's somebody who I've wanted for a while, and I finally saw something that I found a authentic movie poster from 1978. It's authentic. It was around from 1978, and it's signed by 2 gentlemen from that movie, and I'm pretty excited about it. So you guys will be seeing that in a few weeks. Other than that, I hope you guys are well. Be safe out there. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.